come to lie down and take your 2 blocks from a medium height behind you. Sit in front of the blocks and then shimmy down so that the first block hits you at the base of your shoulder blades, right at the wingtip of your shoulder blades. And the second block goes behind the base of your skull. Oh yeah. And then your arms can go wherever is comfortable. I have my feet to the floor, knees bent, but if you'd rather extend your legs out, if that's okay for you this early, go ahead and do so. But I'm going to start with my feet down a little wider than my hips and my knees knocking in. And then make sure that the blocks are spaced well apart enough, but not too far, so that you can lengthen the back of your skull, maybe by dropping your chin a little bit. And close your eyes and allow the block behind your upper back. Press the lungs forward so that you're in this nice back bend, and it gives you nice deep breaths. Let your lungs fill up with air from front to back, from side to side, from top to bottom. Big inhales and extra long exhales. Let go of any tension in your jaw and your forehead, maybe letting the lips to part, your tongue to be right behind your 2 front teeth. Let it rest at the hard palate of your mouth. And then open your mouth and let your next exhale fall out completely to emptiness. Seal your lips and inhale for a count of 4 from the belly, 3 to the ribs, 2 to the chest, 1. Hold your breath. Open mouth, exhale, let it go for 4. Back to the belly, 3, 2, 1. Hold it empty. And then again, slow. Inhale, bottom to top, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath, so full of air. Open your mouth and exhale it out all the way. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Open mouth, exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Take a normal inhale through your nose and your throat. Take a normal exhale out of the mouth. Good. Blink the eyes open wherever you are. And then bring your hands down by your sides, palms face down, elbows hugging in towards your pelvis. And then lift up like someone's pulling you up from the sternum, from the center of your chest. Root down through your forearms. Lift your head and neck up. Walk the elbows back if you need to, and then you're just propped up like we're hanging out on the beach. And then lean over to one side and move your blocks out of the way so that you can come to lie down on your back, all the way onto your back. Yeah, so blocks gone. And then widen your feet as wide as your mat if they're not already. Let your knees knock in for a moment so you have this constructive rest, letting the low back release and letting your spine neutralize a little bit. And then reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Yeah, and then reach up through your ring fingers so that your shoulder bones lift up off the mat. And then keep that reach as you take the hands over your head to the floor behind you. And then just extend your fingertips towards the wall back behind you. Your thumbnails can be touching the ground. Keep reaching, but then draw your bottom ribs in towards your back. Feel like your core turn on. Getting a stretch, feeling like the kidneys are being lifted off of your waist. And then relax the arms, just let them be like jelly onto the floor behind you, and hold on to the opposite elbows. So not really pulling the elbows, just letting the hands land as they cup the elbows in a more passive stretch for the back of the spine. Keep the hands cupping the elbows, draw them up towards your ceiling. Yep, and then bring your elbows over towards the right and let your knees fall to the left. So your hands drag your elbows to the right, your knees just fall over to the left, they'll probably hover, but you're in this twist. Breathing into your right side body, your right side waist, your right side lung. One more inhale and exhale. Bring your knees back up to center, draw your elbows back up towards the ceiling, and then take them over your head. Notice which forearm is on top so that you can switch it in a second, and find that reach again, that active extension of the arms. Your thumbnails down to the floor, you're reaching through your fingertips towards the back wall, bottom ribs drawing in. Stretch, 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 nice and long, feeling this active resistance of the arms away from the pelvis. And then drop the hands, let the arms just heavy onto the ground. And slowly re-grab the elbows with the other forearm on top. So maybe left forearm on top this time, or whatever you did before. Cup the elbows. Just let this be a more passive version of the stretch. So you're not doing nothing, but you're not doing everything. It's like a 50% stretch. You're just holding the elbows, giving yourself a frame, giving your lungs space to breathe. And then draw your elbows up towards the ceiling. Let them go over to the left, and your knees fall over to the right. And then you're in this twist. So your elbows and your knees are hovering. Your knees over to the right, your elbows are being dragged over to the left. Breathing into your left side body, just kind of bringing yourself out here. One more breath in. And stay for the exhale. Good, draw your knees back up to the ceiling. Elbows towards the ceiling and then over your head. And then extend your legs out long. Extend your arms back, find that active stretch, but this time kicking your heels forward as you reach your fingertips back, your thumbnails down to the ground, bottom ribs in, keep your heels, flex through your toes, stretch, 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 pulling yourself apart for 5, 4, bottom ribs in, 3, 2, 1, drop. Let the arms and legs just be heavy onto the floor. And then last things on our back. Bring your feet over to the left side of your mat, both of them. Maybe crossing your right ankle on top of your left. Yeah, and then grab your right wrist with your left hand and banana shape your whole body over to the left so that your feet over to the left, your hands over to the left, and you're getting stretched to the right side of your body. Release your wrists, open up the arms wide, bring your right foot over to the right, let your left foot go over to the right, maybe cross the ankle on top of your left foot on top of the right, and then grab your left wrist with the right hand and bring your arms over to the right as well. So now you're getting a stretch to the left side. One more breath in. And then out. Release your wrists, let the arms go wide, let the legs go wide so you're X shape on the floor. Keep your feet wide. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Kick up through your heel, or kick forward through your heels, reach up through your fingertips, take an inhale. And now the exhale, lift your head, your chest, and roll yourself all the way up to sit. Sit up nice and tall, and then fold forward, reach your fingertips towards your feet. It's like a Pilates roll up, the feet stay wide. Yeah. Inhaling, lift the arms up. Exhale, keep kicking your heels forward and roll back, vertebra by vertebra, until you lie down to the floor and your hands are up towards the ceiling again. Good, bottom ribs in, take an inhale. Exhale, lift up. Reach forward, fingertips towards your heels. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, slowly, bone by bone, lower all the way to the floor. Keep it going 2 more times. Breathe in. Bottom ribs in. Exhale, come all the way up. Fingertips towards your toes. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, slow, slow, lower. Last time, breathe in. Exhale, rise up. Reach forward. This time, inhale, reach up, sit tall. And exhale, bring your hands down by your sides. Good. Cross your ankles, plant your palms, and make your way to a plank pose. Yeah. Plank is also, besides, of course, being good for your core, it's a neutralizer and stabilizer for your spine and for your bones. So kicking back through your heel, trying to feel that length from the back of your skull and the back of your neck, all the way down through the back of your heels. Press the floor away from you, almost lifting the shoulders down towards the ground more. Take one more breath. And keeping your hands and feet exactly where they are. Exhale to lift your hips up and down and find your dog. Just take some time here in your first dog. Bending the knee, dropping the opposite heel, shaking your head, yes, no, wagging your tail side to side. So nice. And then lowering your knees down to the mat and find your tabletop. So you might need to walk your hands back a little bit so that the palms are underneath your shoulder. Good. And right away, flip your wrists. Turn your right hand to the right, your left hand to the left, so the fingertips point towards your knees. And see how instantly the collarbones broaden and your neck just has a little bit more space. So maybe if you were having that neck pain, Josh, if you're hovering over a computer or your phone, this is already giving it a little bit more room. And then just for today, for fun, take an inhale, drop your tailbone, chin towards your chest and round your spine on the breath in. And then on the exhale, tilt the tailbone forward, drop the belly and lift your chest on that breath out. Inhale, cat pose, rounding the spine, belly in, ribcage towards the sky. Exhale, tailbone lifts, belly drops, look forward and up. And then keep it going, fast or slow. Inhaling, round the spine. Exhaling, arch up to look up. And if you wanted to go quicker with that quicker pace, keep your elbows a little bent, it would be inhale, exhale, or in, out, out. Keep it going, fast or slow, 10 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Super slow it down. Flip your wrists forward, plug them in. Good. And then hover your knees an inch off of the mat. Tuck your toes, hover your knees. Just to a hover. Belly up and in. Back of the neck, front of the neck smooth, looking about a foot in front of your hands. Imagine that your hands form the base of a triangle, and your vision looks to where the top of that triangle would be for 3, belly in, 2, 1. Lower your knees down. Keep your right knee towards the ground like it is. Extend your left leg behind you, shift your right foot to the right, and find the Vajrasana side plank. Yeah, so swing your right foot, Josh, towards the windows. I think you are. Good. Take your left arm over your ear. Turn your chin, look up under your left armpit. Good. And then lift your left leg just hip height, just as high as your hip, no higher, no lower. Keep reaching through your left fingertips and your left heel like you were doing on your back, as far apart from each other as you can. Good. Now, bring your left arm up towards the sky. Start to bend your left knee in towards your chest, and then lunge your left foot forward. Your right leg will swing back behind you again. Yes. So you're in this like low lunge twist. You can tent up your right fingertips, or you can put your hand on a block, but you're in a twist. I'm just gonna put my hair back a little bit. With your right knee on the ground, you're in this twist. Keep reaching up through your left ring fingers, turning your right shoulder head to the right. Good. And then tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. Swing your left arm forward over your ear and keep turning your chin to look under your left armpit. Yeah. It's okay to let the right hip turn inwards a little to allow yourself to twist, but kind of lift up through the right hamstring. Yeah. One more breath in. On the breath out, left hand comes down, right knee, or left foot steps back, downward facing dog. Bending at the knees, tilting up the pelvis, lungs back towards your thighs, thighs back to the back wall. Inhale, pull forward to a plank pose, kick through your heels, reach for your skull. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly, elbows point back, forehead to the floor. Good. Make sure the hands are back by your low ribs, draw the elbows in, lift the shoulders up, and then press through the feet a lot. Lift the navel in towards your spine, draw the bottom ribs in, and from all of that engagement, slide your nose forward and lift your head and chest up. So it might not be as big as a back bend as you normally first do, but you're really engaged in the lower body. Back of your neck smooth, one more breath. Exhale down, push back, child's pose. Feet together, knees wide, rock the forehead side to side. Let the belly fit in between your legs so that your belly can fill up and breathe with air. You can feel the muscles and the organs of your low back spreading. One more breath in. And out, walk your hands back and sit up on your shins. Bring your knees closer together if you can. If it's too much to sit upright like this, you can put a block underneath you in Virasana. Yeah. And then lift the arms up. Reach up through your ring fingers, just like we've been. Good. Clap the hands together. Flip your wrists up to the ceiling. Press up through the heels of your palms. Keep drawing the low ribs in. That's it. And then flossing out the shoulders, draw your elbows over to the right, behind your head, to the left, and then up. Keep it going slowly, keeping your neck kind of free here, but not moving forward or back or bobbing in any way. You stay still from the crown of your head down through your tail. It's just the arms that move in isolation. Belly in, bottom ribs in. Good, next time you're up, lift the arms up, reach them back behind you, make a fist at your low back. Yeah. Drag your fist back, prop your chest up, just by a nice stretch again through the backs of your shoulders and the front of your chest. And then hook, I'll show you from the front, hook your fist around your right hip. Yeah. So your fists, you're interlacing your hands into a fist at your right hip. Hug your right elbow in a little bit, and then drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Move your head and neck around. Slowly open and close your jaw if that feels right. Switch the direction, keep your right ear to your right shoulder, but just move your nose around in circles in the other way, nose and chin, drawing these really small circles. Good. Draw your head right back up, your fist back behind you. If you have a block, move it out from underneath you, out of the way. Release your arms back behind you, the fingertips point back, and then come up into a little bit of a back bend. So just lift your pelvis up any amount. For this first one, I'm just going to look straight ahead, lift the pelvis a couple inches away from the heels and roll the shoulder bones back. One more breath. Back bend to sit back down on the exhale. Good. Sitting down on your heels, reach the arms up one more time. And then exhale forward into your tabletop. Bring your knees back to underneath your hips, your palms to lift underneath your shoulders. Just one time, inhale, cow pose, dropping the belly, lifting the chest, pulling the wrists apart, broadening through the collarbones, and one time, exhale, cat. Good. Neutralize, look forward. Extend your right leg behind you. Ground the heel and swing your left shin back, finding this Vashisthasana side plank. Yeah. So you have the right arm to the side. Exactly. And then take your right arm over your ear. Roll the left shoulder away from the ear and float your right foot up. Kicking through your heels, far away as you can from your right fingers. One more breath. Good, and then reach your right arm up. Start to draw your right knee in towards your chest and lunge it forward. Swing your left shin back behind you. Yeah, exactly, so you're in a lunge. You can tent up your left fingertips. I'm like turning my hand out to the left a little bit to roll the left shoulder blade away from the ear, shoulder bone. Reach up through your right hand. Good, and then tuck your left toes. Lift your left knee and reach your right arm over your ear so that you're turning to look up under your right armpit. It's okay that your left outer hip kind of rolls in towards the middle of your body. You want to allow yourself to be in this twist. But then descend the right thigh bone down and lift your left hamstring up. One more breath. Good. Exhale the right hand down. Step the right foot back. Downward facing dog. Bending of the knees, tilting of the pelvis, lungs back to the thighs, thighs back to the back wall. Dropping the heels to the floor, but lifting the butt to the sky. Inhale, lift the heels, pull forward to a plank pose. Exhale in one piece, lower to the belly, elbows in, forehead down. Hands by your low ribs. Second baby cobra, hug the elbows in, lift the shoulders, press through the feet, the shins, the thigh bones, and then slowly nose forward, lift up, maybe have a little bit more range of motion this time. With the stability and engagement of the lower body. One more breath. Exhale, lower down, push back, child. Feet together, knees wide. Breathing into the low back. One more breath. And out. Walk the hands backwards and sit up on your shins. Second time, last time in your asana or Vajrasana, using your block, if you liked it, under your pelvis. And then slip the arms up to the sky, reach up through the fingertips, bottom arms in. Clasp the hands together if you can remember, other thumb on top. Flip your wrists up to the ceiling, pressing up to the heels of your hands. And then we'll go to the left, elbows left, behind, right, and up. Keep it going, trying to keep your head, your neck, your spine stable, not moving in one line, just the arms isolating. One more time around. And then next time you're up, release the hands into a fist at your low back. Make your fist, other thumb on top, punch down, prop the chest up, and then hook the arms around your side. Left side. Hugging the left elbow and broadening through the collarbones. And then drop your left ear to your left shoulder, noticing how this sensation might feel a little bit different on this side. You can just let this stay still or moving your nose and chin around in small circles, seeing how that affects you. What does it feel like to open and close your mouth? And your ears pop. Stay with your left ear to left shoulder, but then circle your nose around the other way. Good, and then lift your head up. Drop your fists down. If you have the block underneath you, move it out of the way. Hands come back behind you, knees a little wide. Roll the shoulder bones back and then unfurl yourself up any amount, maybe a little higher this time. Keep your neck attached to your spine, meaning don't just let the head drop down to where your voice is a little bit altered, you can't really breathe or talk. Try to keep yourself nice and tall, even in this back bend, so that you can talk easily, back of your neck isn't scrunched. One more breath, and then back bend to come down. Good, lift the arms up, lift up with the fingertips. Dive forward and make your way into down dog. Bending at the knees, tilting of the pelvis, lungs back, thighs back. Inhale, pull through to up dog, so come past plank. Keep your toes tucked, drop the pelvis towards your wrists. Drive the wrists back, the collarbones broad, little bend to the elbows, one breath. Exhale, down, downward facing dog. Right leg up on the inhale. Exhale, step your right foot to your right thumb. Drop the left knee down and lift your arms up, pointing your left toes, lift up for your ring fingers. Anjaneyasana. Yeah. Take a breath in. Exhale, hands down. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, and step your left foot hips distance from your right. Fold forward, head heavy, shake it yes, shake it no. Flutter through your lips. 3 times. Inhale, half lift, palms to shins, look forward. Exhale, hold it right back down to the ground. 2 more, inhale, lift up halfway, belly. Exhale, hands drop down behind your calves. Fold. Once more, inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold to the floor. Keep your head heavy and your arms dangling, and then roll up. Pull the belly button in, keep your knees a little bent, and roll all the way down. Shoulders rolling down your spine, arms down by your sides, palms facing forward. Yeah. And then lift your chin up towards the ceiling. Really slow, right ear, right shoulder. Draw your chin in a half circle from your right collarbone down to the floor, still so slow. Over to your left collarbone, left ear, left shoulder. Chin up towards the sky. Right ear, right shoulder. Chin to your right collarbone. Down to the floor. To your left collarbone. Left ear, left shoulder. Chin up to the sky. One more time. Right ear, right shoulder. Chin down from right to left. Left ear, left shoulder. And then chin up. Good. Drop your chin down, drop your head down, let the arms drop down, forward fold. Half lift. Breathe in, look forward. Breathe out, hands down, lunge your right foot back. Drop the knee, point your toes, and reach your arms forward and up. Anjaneyasana on the left. Lift up through your ring fingers, drop the bottom ribs in, take one more breath in, lift your pelvis forward, up, and then down. Exhale, hands down, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels, pull past the plank to up dog, keeping your thigh bones lifted, collarbones broad. Exhale, hips back, downward facing. Left leg up on the inhale. Exhale, step your left foot to your left thumb, and this time come up for high lunge. Yeah, bend into your left knee, lift up and back through your right hamstring, reach up for your middle fingers, your ring fingers, bottom comes in. Good, and then keep this engagement in your legs, But reach your arms forward to the front of the room so you have this long diagonal from your right heel, up your leg, up your spine, out your head, reaching forward so much that your belly might be close to your thigh, but you're not just letting it rest there. You're engaged through the legs for 3 breaths. 2, 1, hands down, straighten your left leg and fold. This is a good time for blocks. I'm going to find my blocks. Straightening your left leg. Straighten the left leg by pressing the ball of the foot into the floor and pulling your left thigh bone back. One more breath in and out. Rebend the left knee. Move your blocks. Step your right foot hips distance from your left. And fold. Just once, inhale to half lift. Hands to shins, pressing bone to bone as you look out. Exhale, hands to your calves and fold down. From the 4 corners of your feet, this time inhale, big sweep of the arms, out and up. Look up, reach up. Exhale through a prayer, arms fall down by your sides. Reset, Tadasana. Collarbones broad, shoulders up, back and down. And then super slowly to the left, just like we did before. This time reach the chin up. Left ear, left shoulder. Do this so slow. Drop your chin towards your left collarbone and then down to the floor. If you're really doing this slowly, you'll start to sweat. Draw your chin over to your right collarbone because it takes a lot of effort. Right ear, right shoulder. Chin all the way up. Keeping your legs engaged. Left ear, left shoulder. Chin to your left collarbone. Chin to the floor. Over to the right collarbone. Right ear, right shoulder. Chin to the sky. One more time around. Left ear, left shoulder. Chin to the left collarbone. Down to the floor. Over to the right collarbone. Right ear, right shoulder. Chin to the sky. Good. Chin drops, head drops, arms drop. Fold, shake, sway, flutter, let it go. Half lift, breathe in. Breathe out, hands down, lunge your left foot back. Bend into the right knee and come up and lunge. Reach up through your fingertips, squeeze your inner thighs towards one another, lift up through your left heel, belly in. And then keeping this strength in your legs as you reach the arms forward, finding that perfect diagonal, this long line from your left heel, up your leg, up your spine, up through the roof of the mouth, out through the crown of your head, reaching long and forward. Pull your right thigh bone back into the hip socket, belly in for 3 breaths, 2 breaths, and 1. Hands down, forward blocks. Straightening the right leg by pulling it apart, by pressing the ball of the foot down and carving the right outer hip. Maybe bend elbows, maybe walk the arms forward. Lifting up through your left hamstring. One more inhale. Exhale, rebend the knee. Move your blocks, hands down. This time step it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, like a wave. Pull through past plank to up dog. Exhale, hips back, downward facing. Right leg up, breathing in. Breathing out, bend the knee, open up the hips so that your right shin draws up to the ceiling. Pull your left thigh bone back, lift your left armpit, and then you can take your right shin and circles any direction. Re-extend the right leg long, dog split, look forward. Exhale, step your foot through to your thumb, and then ground the left heel. Prop your foot in if you need to come up for warrior 1. Yeah, good. Bring your hands to your hips for a moment. Pull your right thigh bone back. Rock your left outer hip forward. Your feet are probably going to be a little further apart, so like they're on railroad tracks. Yeah. And then keeping the hip points pointing forward, reach your arms up, clap your hands together, and just flip your wrists up to the ceiling since you're pressing up to the heels with your hands, lifting the organs up off your little waist, but drawing the bottom ribs in, bend into your right knee, spiral the left outer hip forward, the left inner thigh backwards for 3, 2, 1. Circle your hands down behind you. Spin up your left heel, look forward, so you're on that diagonal again. Lifting up the left heel, lifting up the belly, look forward, and then bend the back knee to find warrior 3. Step into your right leg, lift your left leg, kick through the heel, reach through your skull, belly in. That's it, 1 more, inhale. Exhale, left foot hip distance from your right, chair. Sit low, reach high, not here too long. I'm gonna take this chair into a hip opener. Hands come into a prayer. Bring your right foot over your left thigh and find your figure 4 chair. That was a lot of work on the right leg, so might be hurting right here, so this is gonna be a good stretch for that. Yeah. You can stay right here. You can bring your right hand to your knee, your left hand to your foot. You can bring your hands to your floor, to your blocks, that's what I'm gonna do. And then whatever you're doing, whether you're folded forward or not, perk your seat up a little bit. And this sounds weird, but like pull your butt cheeks apart. Bring your right butt to the right, your left butt to the left. Yeah. So nice. One more inhale. Good. On your exhale, if you're not already, bring your hands to the floor or to your blocks. Extend your right leg back to a lunge. And then drop your right knee to the floor. Point your right toes, walk your hands back. I like blocks here. And then just descend the right thigh bone down. We do this in yin a lot, where it's anjane, but you're not going to lift the arms. You're really just going to focus on the lower body. So with the hands down, framing your left foot, press through the shin of the right leg, press through the top of your right foot. Bring your right thigh bone forward, your pubic bone forward, and as if you were going to lift your arms, lift your pelvis forward and then up. If you don't have blocks and the floor is too far, you can just bring your hands up to your knee, but I think you guys are good. 3 breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, move your blocks, plant your palms, tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. Reversing the similar thing we did from the beginning. Reach your left arm forward, turn your chin up under your left armpit. Good. Now we're going to take this to side plank. If you need to drop your left hand down again, do so, but you did it in the warm-up without the hand. Ground the right heel, and then stack left foot on top of right. Yeah, so in the beginning we had the knee and shin down, but now we're just doing it both legs up. If you'd rather do the knee and shin down, you can. You can also step left foot down to the floor. Perk your hips up, turn your right hip up towards the sky. Yeah, one more breath. Exhale, left hand down. Downward facing dog, little bend at the knees, tilting the pelvis. Inhale, go through the up dog. Exhale, hips back. Downward facing. Lift your left leg up. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip. Pulling your right thigh bone back, lifting up through your right armpit, taking some circles through your left knee and shin. And then we extend the left leg long, dog split. Exhale, step your foot through to your thumb, coming up, warrior 2. So ground the right heel to the floor, separate your feet, as wide apart as you need to, and come up with the arms high. Hands to your pelvis, just in this first side. Pull on the left, pull your left hip back, wrap your right hip forward, but then lift up to the front of your pelvis and drop down through the back, so it's really nice and neutral. Good, keep your hips pointing forward, lift the arms up. Clap your hands, other thumb on top if you can remember. Flip your wrists up, press up through the heels of your palms, feeling that lift of the bottoms of your ribs. Yeah. One more, inhale. Exhale. Sweep the arms down behind you. Reach the head forward, lift the right heel so you're on that diagonal. Yep. And then find your warrior three. Bend the right knee, step into your left leg, lift your right leg. Your arms can reach backwards, they can reach forward, they can come into a prayer, but whatever you're doing, drop the right outer hip down, maybe even bend the left knee for 3 breaths. 2, 1. Feet hips distance, chair pose, just as a transition, so we can get into that thigh butt area that's probably screaming. Hands to a prayer. Left foot over your right thigh. Sit like chair. Yeah, stay here. Option to bring a hand to the knee and a hand to the ankle, or to the floor, or to blocks. And then slow down your breathing. Perking your seat up, pulling your butt apart, left butt up and to the left, right butt to the right. Neck nice and free. One more inhale. Exhale, wherever you are, bring your hands down to the ground. Lift your chest up parallel to the floor and unravel your left foot behind you to a lunge. Bend the right knee, drop the left knee. Point your left toes, bring your hands to the floor or blocks to frame your right foot, and then just stay here upright. Press down to the top of your left foot, feel your left shin. Bring your left thigh bone forward, drive your right heel back, really pressing both feet into the ground. The hands to the ground underneath your shoulders, or if the floor is too far, right up to your thigh here. Just staying here a little bit deeper, a little bit longer, but there's still that idea that you could lift your arms up at any time. You're still bringing the pelvis forward then up. One more inhale. And exhale. Move the blocks, hands down. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Reach your right arm forward to the front of your space, and then just turn, chin up under your right armpit. Plant your left palm down, you're gonna come to side plank. I'll show you from the other direction. Ground your left heel, and then step right foot on top of left. If you want to drop your left knee and chin to the floor like we did before, go for it. If you want to step your right foot to the ground in front of you, you can. Reach your right arm over your ear, pike your hips up, rock the left half of your pelvis to the sky. Yep. One more breath. Exhale, hands down, hips high, downward facing. Inhale, pull forward through to up dog. I'm just going to turn around the right way. And then from up dog, exhale, lower your knees down. Point your toes. Bend the elbows and melt to the floor. One ear to the mat. Arms down by your sides. Slowing down your breathing. A little sway of your hips. One more breath. forehead to the floor. Interlace your hand into a fist at your low back. Punch your fist back right away. Lift your shoulder bones up, back, and down. And then inhale. Lift your head, your neck, your chest, your feet up. Try to lift your heels as high as your wrists. Your wrists only as high as your neck is long. Pulling everything apart as you float them up higher for 3, 2, 1. Other ear to the floor. Whatever you do the first time. Arms up at your side. One more breath. And then forehead to the floor. 2 options here. Either setting up for another locust with the hands and the other thumb on top to lift up, or bow pose, bringing the hands to the tops of your feet. So whatever back one you're going to do, set yourself up for it. If you're in your bow pose, point your kneecaps back away from your head. Take an inhale. And then exhale, slide your nose forward from wherever you are. If you're in your bow, kick your feet back. Rolling the weight forward towards your low abdomen, but then lifting it up away from the mat. Looking forward out in front of you so that, again, you're not scrunching the back of your neck, the front or the back for 3, 2, 1. Lower down. First ear to the floor. Arms down by your sides. Now, let's all bring the right ear to the mat. If you have the left ear down, just switch it. Right ear down. And extend your arms wide out to the right and left, so you're looking at your left fingertips. Bring your left hand to the floor like you're going to do a push-up, and then roll onto your right side, like you're almost in a side plank, like you're stacking your left foot on top of your right, and then lift your left foot up. Bend the knee and step it behind you like you're flipping your dog. Your right arm stays to the floor, your right ear stays to the floor, and your right hand is just stretching straight out from your armpit. You can stay here, or you can float your left arm up, half bind it. Lean your head back a little bit in space. 3 breaths. Freeing up this neck. One more, inhale. And exhale. Come out the way you came in, so the left arm up, left hand down. Left foot on top of right. Roll onto your belly. And then switch. So the left arm goes straight out to the left. Turn your left ear to the mat. Bring your right hand to the floor, like you're going to do a push-up, and then roll onto your left side, stacking your right foot on top of your left foot. Float your right foot up, bend the knee, and set it behind you. And if this doesn't feel right, you can just do whatever feels normal. Maybe you stay with your feet stacked. Maybe it just kind of drapes behind you. Reach the right arm up. Half bind, whatever you want to do on this side doesn't have to be the same as before. Bring your head back so that it's in line with your spine. Breathing into your left pec, the front of your chest there, the top of your right left shoulder. One more, inhale. Exhale, right arm comes down to the floor, right foot stacks on top of left, and then roll onto your belly. Bring your hands down by your low ribs, find a baby cobra, slide your nose forward, look forward, and then exhale, lower down, push back, and make your way into a downward facing dog. Take your time, last little bit of effort here. Good, little bend of the knees, little tilt of the pelvis. Lungs back to your thighs, thighs back to the back wall. One more breath in. Good. And out. Pull forward to plank pose. Bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog, 2 more times. Inhale, pull forward to a plank. Exhale, elbows back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Last time, inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga, look forward. Inhale, up dog, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Lower your knees to the floor. And then come to sit on your mat facing one of your side walls. So facing anywhere you can see me, but so that your mat is wide to your right and left. Yeah. And then we're gonna come into stag pose. So you're gonna bend both knees, turn to the front of your mat so that you line up your right shin with the front of your mat, and then you line up your left shin with the left side of your mat. Yeah, and be really clear about that so that your left knee is really coming straight out from the hip, your right knee is coming straight forward out of your hip. And you have options here. Either staying upright, you'll feel this more in the front of your left thigh, or if you come down, you'll get into the right hip. You're gonna do it the same way both sides, but pick one. So decide if it feels better to kind of get this weird space in the front of your left thigh that we don't normally get to have, or if you really just want to pop down, maybe use blocks like you would for a pigeon pose and get into your right hip. Either or, make yourself comfortable there. So either staying upright or lowering down. Wherever you are, you make your jaw slack, melting away the creases in the forehead. Five breaths. One more inhale. And then exhale. Coming upright if you were folded down. Bring your hands by your sides and then turn to the side of your mat, again lifting your knees up so that you're now facing the side of your room. And then widen your feet a little bit more and bring your arms inside of your legs and your mat. You can hold your ankle bones, your shins, whatever you've got. And then pull the ankles up, press the elbows into the knees into the elbows, and kind of try to bring your chest through. Yeah, so your back bending should be a big groin stretch, sitting up nice and tall. That's it. One more inhale. And then exhale. Let that go. Turn towards the back of your mat to set up for stag pose just on the left. So bend both knees, turn towards the back of your mat. Line up your left shin with the back of your mat. Line up your right shin with the side of your mat. Move your flesh out of the way. Grab your blocks if they were used to the front of your mat. And then either stay upright, now focusing on this space right here where your hip and thigh bone connect. Or props or no props, coming down almost as you would for a pigeon to get into your left hip. facial muscles in the jaw. Breathe breath. One more inhale. Exhale. Making your way upright. Turn to the right to find yourself facing the side of the mat again. And then this time, with the hands under the thighs, let your legs extend, coming into a wide-legged straddle. Use your hands to move your flesh out of the way. We'll finish with this wide-legged forward fold. So again, you can put the blocks under your hands, slide the arms forward, fork with them under your chest and your forehead. You can hold your head in your hands and just sit like this. However you want to come down, go for it. 10 breaths here. The inner thighs spiral toward the ceiling. Your 10 toes point up to the sky. Keep a little bend in the knees and breathe into the back body. Three breaths. One more, inhale. Exhale, look forward, walk your hands back, sit up nice and tall. Move any props out of the way, help yourself out, bending the knees and swing your left foot to meet your right so that you can face forward again. Good. Extend through the heels, little bend in the knees, lift your arms up. And then exhale, forward with the arms, all the way onto your backs, over your heads, stretch, stretch, stretch. Point your toes forward, reach your fingers back. And then drown like jelly and let it go. You can take this wider Shavasana with the arms and legs in a V, in an X. You can put things under your knees. You can come with the arms down, the legs a little closer, more traditional Shavasana if you'd like. And after all that space you've created in the back body, elongating the spine and the neck, it might feel nice to just take space with the hands and feet. Let the eyes close. Imagining that the muscles rest into your bones, the bones anchor into the floor. The inhales and long exhales. back to your body. Take deeper breaths. Wrap your heads side to side, little fingers and toes. Gather your knees, hug them into your chest. And then roll to either side and make your way upright to a seat. Your hands to touch right at the center of your chest, the thumbs lifting the sternum up. Gathering the nectar of energy that you built for yourself throughout practice, throughout your day, all of it meeting here in this moment, teaching you, guiding you. Taking an inhale through your nose and throat. Open mouth, exhale. And then lifting your thumbs up to your third eye center. Bowing into your practice, your experience, whatever it holds for you. Thank you.